Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Torrington High, the Robert Frost Sports Complex for tonight's varsity football action between the local rivals, the Torrington Raiders and the GNH Yellow Jackets. As you can see in your camera shot, the captains are now out at midfield for the coin toss with the referees, and we're here to cover the game for you from Just Sports Winstead. We have Tim Wheeler on camera, we have Billy Richmond to do color commentary, and I'm your host tonight, Mike Kurtz. So thanks for coming out tonight, Billy, and it's a beautiful night for football here in late October.
Yeah, we haven't had a game sort of like this at night with cooler temperatures. The temperatures going down. It's going to be in the high 30s as we wake up tomorrow morning, and so it is perfect football weather. And you see the captains out there, and I see number 7 Brett Fairchild, number 6 Brandon Marin, and 61 Joe Madrano are the captains for Torrington. And for GNH, we still have our normal captains, Freddie Camp, number 5, Grayson Ursoni, number 8, number 44, Devin DeVita, 64, Ben Solano, 72, Ryan Wursman. And, Mike, we come in off a historic game, 69 points scored by the GNH offense last Saturday.
Against Crosby in a very entertaining game. One that didn't have a whole lot of defense played. The score was 69-42. Yeah. GNH scored 10 rushing touchdowns as well as a safety, and Crosby scored 6 passing touchdowns. Yeah. So a very unusual arrangement in a high school football game, but it was a beautiful homecoming Saturday up at Van Wy Field, and now we're here just about a week later, just down Route 8, about 8 miles to the Robert Frost Sports Complex, right behind Torrington High.
One of the benefits of being in the NVL this year is the shortest trip ever, right? This is the closest we've ever been, Mike. You know, it used to be Canton. I guess it could be close between Canton. From our house, it might be closer to Canton, but from Gilbert, it's very close. But Canton is no more. It's Granby, and so this is definitely closer than that. And we're, almost ready to go here. Looks like GNH is kicking off.
Yeah, and GNH raised their record last Saturday to 4-2 and put them in 8th position in the Class SS playoff rankings. Torrington comes into the game in a rebuilding year at 1-5. Their one victory was earlier in the season against Wolcott.
Yeah, They definitely like to run the ball a lot. It's going to be interesting to see. They passed one game against Seymour. 7 went through his hands.
So it's be a touchback as it goes into the end zone, and they'll take over at their own 20. We've seen our kickoff man, Freddie Camp, who does virtually everything for the Yellow Jackets. He's had a number of touchbacks on his kickoffs this year.
He certainly has. So we'll see what offense they come out in. They do like that single wing. That's what they've been running the most. But as I was saying, against Seymour, they got down early and they ended up passing a lot. And number 10 is in, and Coach was telling me if they are going to pass, 10 will be the guy.
Michael Ahua. Yeah, it looks like they are going to come out in a shotgun formation, trips to this near sideline. Snap is good. They throw a screen. It's complete. But the pursuit catches up to the receiver at about the 21-yard line, so a very short gain.
11 was Mason Stannard. I saw him in some of the film throwing the ball also, but Coach was saying now they've settled on number 10, Ahua. 7 is their other big running back, Brett Fairchild.
This time they're going to send a slot to the far side of the field. They get the snap. They hand it off up the middle. And a pretty good pickup on second down, out to about close to the 25-yard line, maybe just a little bit short of that. It'll set up 3rd and about long 5 here.
It'll be 3rd and about.
Didn't see who the ball carrier was that time, Mike. Did you see? Was it number 7?
I believe it was Fairchild, number 7.
Fairchild, yeah.
So they spot the ball in between the 24 and the 25. So, yeah, we'll call it a 3rd and a long 5 here.
Nice crowd is gathered here. We saw the Torrington marching band perform the national anthem.
Once again, slot to the left with a wing to the right. They send the wingman in motion across the formation. Who is going to roll to his left. He tries to complete it out about the 40-yard line.
Right. His
but it's
receiver
short.
Went down, right?
Looks like Yoedi Tavares was the defender and got a hand on it, I believe. But it'll set up a 4th down and looks to be a punting situation for the Raiders.
Looks like Freddie Camp coming back deep. Couldn't tell who the punter was. Let's see who we see back there, Mike.
Looks like number 11.
11, okay. So that's that Mason Stannard.
Freddie Camp is literally camped out at his own 40-yard line.
Freddie had his birthday last Saturday.
Gets the kick off, and it's going to be roughing the kicker penalty. Avina came close to blocking the punt, but instead of getting the ball, he got the kicker. So that'll give the Raiders a first down. That's a tough break for GNH, as it was a very, very short punt.
He had good pressure on him, but couldn't get any of the ball and got all of his leg.
So it's a 15-yard penalty all the way out to close to the 40-yard line. So that'll keep the Raider possession alive here with 10:17 remaining in the first period. Once again, it's a slot to the left, shotgun formation. Ahua takes the snap, pump fakes, it's a slant, it's complete at about midfield, and it looks to be enough for a first down.
Over the middle for a first down.
Looks like number 6 was the receiver, Brandon Morin.
Morin, yep.
So a nice completion there from Ahua to Morin gives the Raiders their first down pickup on the offensive side of the ball.
That's that beautiful slant pass, Mike. That's why I like that pass.
Stay in that shotgun formation, and then looks like one of the linemen false started there, so that'll knock the Raiders back 5 yards.
Torrington is a young team. They lost a lot of the seniors from last year when they went 7-3 and into the playoffs and actually made it to the semifinals where they lost to Rockville. But I've seen a lot of penalties and turnovers watching the film.
Yeah, it's definitely a rebuilding year for Torrington, and they would love nothing to beat their rivals and neighbors to the north and pull the upset here tonight. This time they go slot to the right. Snap is good, drops back, screen, and is incomplete. It was dropped by number 7, Fairchild. So it sets up 2nd and long.
Big substitution there. 60, oh no, it was 20. So, Owen Adams there.
Looks like Owen Stimson is in. I see Ty DeVita. He's a freshman. He's gotten a lot of playing time this year, and he's made an impact. Shotgun formation once again.
There's that wing, but he doesn't
pump fake. They throw the slot, but it's short.
Bounces, yeah.
They threw it out to the left, but it was bounced in front of the receiver at the 50-yard line.
Yeah. So 11.
We should mention that the Gilbert School Marching Band has made the trip down Route 8 here tonight, as long as the Gilbert Cheer Squad. And, of course, the Torrington Marching Band has made an appearance as well. They did a nice job on the national anthem just before the start of the game. 3rd and 15 here. They go trips to the far side.
They don't have all 3. Who's covering the 3rd guy?
They're going to roll the quarterback to that side.
Nice.
And he's tackled right around the line of scrimmage by about 5 or 6 defenders. good job by the GNH defense on the pursuit. Quarterback
good coverage. All right.
I'm just going to say that, Billy, so that's great. Good job on defense there after the drive was kept alive by the roughing the kicker penalty, and then they picked up a first down on first down, but after that the Yellow Jacket defense stiffened.
But they did sort of flip the field a little bit with that extra yardage. I mean, and that punt was so bad, too, that, GNH would have had it at their 40 about.
Long play call in the Raider huddle.
All right. 11 back, though.
11 Stannard in punt formation. It's 4th and 15. Snap is good. This time it's partially blocked, I think. Fielded by Camp, though, at about the 25. Gets to the near sideline. Got one man to beat, but then he's pushed out of bounds in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. So good return for Camp.
Very nice return for Freddie. Yeah, they almost did get it blocked again.
I thought I heard a block.
A little tip off of it.
But the ball did travel downfield.
Far, right? And straight.
Camp made about a 30-yard return for good starting field position for the Yellow Jacket offense. Yellow Jackets are also going to line up in a shotgun formation. They're going to send Camp in motion across the formation. They fake the jet sweep. They complete it to Brett McGuire. He's got a block, and he gets tackled down around the 35-yard line. A little bit short of the first down, it looks to be, but a good pickup on first down.
Number 20, Levi Bigelow, made the tackle, but they do give him enough for the first down.
No, it is enough.
Trickery, yeah, I know. No measurement, Mike.
No measurement, no.
We've had our one for the year, right? That's it.
Whether we needed it or not, Billy. Reisdorf is the quarterback under center. Avina the fullback, Camp the tailback. They give it a Camp going right. Still going. Good pickup on first down inside the 30. We should give credit to that offensive line for a fantastic performance last week.
Right.
Over 300 yards rushing and 10 rushing touchdowns against Crosby.
Opened up some big holes. Freddie Camp had 12 carries for 181 yards and 3 touchdowns with a long of 67.
And that was on the first play of the game.
First play of the game. Right out of the chute.
Slot to the left. Reisdorf drops straight back, throws it on a wheel route to Avina. He's caught it. Cuts it back at about the 10. He's close to the goal line. Does he get in? No, he's pushed out just a little bit short.
Fantastic play. That was great. A nice wheel route to Avina. We haven't seen that before, Mike.
No,
we have
first
not
time we've seen it all year.
Play. That was a great play. Perfect. And a nice pass. Good touch on it. And Avina caught it in stride and took off right down the sideline.
GNH quickly out of the huddle. They're going to go to the tight wishbone formation or the plow, whatever you want to call it.
Oh,
and somebody's in the end zone.
But
let's see who has the ball. I think it was.
I know. Timmy, can you see who that was? I mean, usually it's Avina on that call, but I don't know.
Well, we couldn't quite identify him. We think it was Aiden Avina with the short 1-yard touchdown run to get GNH on the board with 6:34 to go.
Did you know who had the ball? Did you know who had the ball that time? Yeah, right. Us either. I just saw Nolan Reisdorf running off.
Chirac on for the extra point. Low snap, but Ursoni gets it down on the block, and it's good.
All right. Chirac gets the extra point. So a very nice drive by GNH on their first drive. Nice combination of run and pass, and I really like that wheel play.
It only would have been appropriate if they had given it to Avina, since he had done a lot of the work to get it down to that 1-yard line.
Yeah. Yeah, Aiden had 11 carries last week, 77 yards, and 2 touchdowns with a 43-yard touchdown run.
Ground game for GNH was dominant last week against Crosby. Freddie Camp lines up his teammates across the field. He approaches. It's a short end-over-end kick, fielded at about the 19-yard line, and then quickly tackled at about the 25 by the kick coverage team.
He got down there quick, you know.
Looks like Bayette was the returner for the Raiders. Several GNH kick coverage team members converged on him quickly. Looks like they're spotting the ball right at the 26-yard line, so 7-yard return.
A little different look from Freddie. We haven't seen that. Usually he's kicking it far and deep. It is a beautiful night, Mike, and you know there is no wind. There's nothing. No flag up here anywhere, but
clear and cool, but no wind.
But no wind at all.
This time they line up in a different formation, a bunch formation. Direct snap to one of the halfbacks.
Yeah.
Oh, the ball's loose. Who's got it?
GNH is pointing their way.
And the referee is also pointing their way.
Turnover.
Sorry, we couldn't identify the fumble recovery man, but it does set up GNH in excellent field position once again at about the 27-yard line of the Raiders.
This is what I've seen, sorry, Mike, all season long is that they fumble the ball a lot. They get all these turnovers. They would have long drives and then fumble the ball.
So slot to the left, I formation behind Reisdorf. They gave it to Avina right up the middle on a quick hitter. He gets down to about the 15-yard line. He'll pick up a first down.
Great blocking again, like you were mentioning. That offensive line is really opening those holes for him.
But this big number 72, Ryan Wurzman, is the center. Hafner is one of the guards. Stimpson and Adams are the tackles.
And Ben Solano's the other guard.
Ben Solano's the other guard.
All right.
Devin DeVita is the tight end. They give it to Camp going right. He makes a tackler miss.
Couple of times.
Gets down to about the 10.5 yard line.
Freddie celebrated his birthday last Saturday. He had
quite a celebration it was.
Yeah, right. So right now, GNH is 4-2 and currently sitting at the 8th position in Class SS.
Yeah, Class SS has proven to be the most competitive playoff division. It's going to be a scramble for those final slots in Class SS.
They really need to win out, and then even then, 6 is probably the best they could get to.
Tavares goes in motion, resets, gives it to Camp going left.
Ooh, got cut off.
Gives a stiff arm to the defender. Does he get to the pylon?
Nope.
No.
Gonna get out of bounds.
Looks
about
like
the 2-yard line, yep. Showed his speed there, though, to get to that corner because it looked like he was going to be cut off.
Yeah, there was 2 defenders in the backfield. He was able to use that speed to get to the outside and almost made it to the pylon, but nevertheless, he sets up 1st and goal right around the 2-yard line.
Freddie's got 9 rushing touchdowns so far.
Once again in goal line, they go with the wishbone formation. They give it to, looks like, Ursoni with a touchdown.
Grayson Ursoni.
On a little bit of a counter play.
Yep. Grayson had a nice game last week, too. 5 carries, 83 yards, and 1 touchdown with a long of 40 yards against Crosby. So gets another touchdown, rushing touchdown. That will be his 4th of the season.
DeVita is the snapper. Ursoni is the holder. Chirac the kicker.
Hey, there's the band.
And the kick is up.
Looks
and it's good.
Nice leg on that one.
Extra point is good. 14-0 with 4:45.
Daryl Chirac, another one of the seniors. There's 16 seniors on the team this year. I was actually talking to Coach next Saturday, November 5th, is the senior day, and with all those kids, instead of writing something about each kid, it looks like we're just going to introduce their parents or maybe how many years they played, because he also thinks there's probably 8 cheerleaders too. So we could have 24.
Big contingent on senior day.
Get my voice ready to go.
Absolutely, and I took a quick peek at the extended forecast right now, which obviously always is subject to change here in New England. Sunny and 72 is the forecast for next Saturday.
Fantastic.
So let's see if that comes true, but if so, that would be glorious for senior day.
Anywhere near that, we'd be happy.
Camp approaches once again. Kicks a line drive kick this time, fielded at around the 10-yard line. Fairchild looking for running room.
Gets some.
Gets some out to about the 30-yard line. So a good return.
Yeah.
About a 20-yard return for Fairchild.
Brett Fairchild. List him at 5'10", 185. What's his? Gatan Rodriguez is the coach of the Torrington Raiders. I couldn't find anything on how long he's been here.
I believe it's been about 8 or 9 years.
8 or 9, that's what I would say, yeah.
About half as long as Coach Salius.
Right.
Gaitan is an alumnus of Torrington High, and, of course, he did lead them to the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
Shotgun formation this time. That's a reverse.
Yeah.
Counterplay.
Stuffed out good, though. No gain.
Yeah, actually might be a loss of 1 on the play. Looks like Tatsapa was in on the tackle, number 58.
I know. I see Baraga's out there now, too. 48.
Yeah, they've been shuffling a lot of defensive linemen in and out of the games, which is good.
Right.
So 2nd and 11.
Yeah, right. There's Ty DeVita's there.
Wing to the left, slot to the right.
Evan Sheeby's in, too, 34.
Good snap, slant pass. Oh, intended for number 4.
Who is that?
Mike Kamara, but in and out off his fingertips. Tavares was the defender who also got a piece of the receiver to break it up. We'll give him a little credit for a pass breakup on that.
That's right. Threw it with some mustard on it.
So far in the early going, the pass defense a little bit better than last week.
Yeah.
But expect to see more balls in the air here for Torrington now that they're in the hole by 14 points. Slot to the right. 3rd and 11.
Blitz.
GNH showing blitz. They back out of it. And then it's complete. And it looks like it's going to be a first down.
Wow.
So the quarterback was
Micah Ho
threw it forward as he was hit. Found his receiver, and the yards after catch got him a first down out to the 42.
Was it 11 who caught it, or
number 20 was the receiver?
20. Yeah, so it was 20. 20. Levi Bigelow. I did write that down. Yep. Bigelow.
Yeah, we do have an injured Torrington player. He's being
escorted
wrist off the field. Looks like he's got a left arm injury. Hopefully it's not too serious.
Did see our athletic trainer, Bob Snyder, is on the sidelines over here on the opposite side. Bob will be retiring after this whole year, so he's getting down there in his football games.
That's nice that he made the trip down here to Torrington. We know that Torrington does have a training staff, but we do recognize that there are a lot of Connecticut high schools. There is a shortage of trainers, so if you're looking for a good, solid career, try to go into athetic training. There's plenty of job openings.
Really missing, yeah, I know.
So 1st and 10 Raiders from their own 42. Shotgun formation. Low snap. He picks it up, Ahua, and he does well to get back to the line of scrimmage.
For about a 1-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and about 9.
Well, they do give him credit for one.
Yep.
So 2nd and 9. He did very well to make that 1 yard.
So that low snap.
Clock moving here, approaching 3 minutes remaining in this first period. GNH in front, 14-0.
So far, it's a faster first quarter than last Saturday.
This time they're going to split out 3 wide receivers in a trips formation in this near side. They're going to throw it that way.
Ooh.
And the quarterback who was hit as he threw. Looks like
they were setting up the screen to 11, right? But
I think it was Ty DeVita who put the pressure on him. Sets up 3rd and 9. Well, the Torrington faithful making a lot of noise here.
Nice crowd here. Good crowd on the other side. Look at all the people over there now.
Stands are full on the visitor side.
All the way down the walkway.
And people lining the fence at certain parts of the field as well.
Very nice.
So 3rd and 9. Shotgun formation. Send a man in motion. They're going to roll the quarterback towards this near sideline. Oh, it's off the receiver's hands. Number 6.
Morin. Brandon Morin. Morin, yeah.
If he had been able to haul it in, he probably would have made a first down or been very close to it. So a break for GNH there. Couldn't handle the hard pass from Ahua.
Glad I got my coffee here, Mike.
So the Raiders do line up in punt formation. Number 11, Stannard. High snap, gets it off. It's a wobbly kick. It's going to roll dead somewhere around the GNH 41-yard line. But relatively good field starting position for the Yellow Jacket offense once again.
Mike Ahua was the one to touch it down. So 2 possessions, 2 scores.
Can they make the trifecta here in this first period? They've got 2:37 remaining in it. The center Wurzman quickly out of the huddle and over the ball. Reisdorf under center. Camp, the sole setback, toss sweep going right, looking for a block. And he spins ahead about to the 45, so pick up about 3.
Torrington defense strung him out pretty good that time. There's a nice complex they got here, Mike, with the turf field, the track, the bleachers. You know, this press box is fantastic.
And, of course, the high school is essentially being rebuilt into a new high school.
Brand new one, right?
We had to park behind the high school tonight for tonight's game. Usually we park in front of it. That's where the new high school is going to go, in the old parking lot. They send a man in motion across the formation. It's a screen to Camp, a bubble screen. Bursts through a hole. He's at the 40. He's got blockers in front of him at the 20.
That's DeVita.
And he's pushed out of bounds, close to the goal line.
Oh, boy. I know.
It looks like
they
they're going to
stepped out.
Bottom at the 3.
Wow.
But well designed and executed right there.
Yeah. Arsoni came in motion, and then Devin DeVita was down there as the tight end blocking for him, and Freddie just couldn't walk it in.
But a big gain nonetheless of about 50 yards on the play. 52 yards, I believe.
Offense is hitting on all cylinders right now.
So 1st and goal from the 3. Wing to the right, I formation behind Reisdorf. Toss sweep to Camp. cuts it back, and he
he's
gets into the end zone for a touchdown.
His 10th touchdown of the season. Freddie deserved to get that score in there after the big pass reception.
And that drive took just about a minute.
Yeah, all right.
Keyed by the big screen pass, 52 yards down to the 3-yard line to Camp. Chirac on for his third extra point attempt. Snap is good. Sony gets it down.
Right.
And the kick is
And
good.
it's good.
Actually, the snap was a little bit low, and
Right.
Sony did a good job to get it down for Chirac, and he booted it through to extend the lead to 21-0. So, Billy, you should tell the audience, where can they see a rebroadcast of this game?
Oh, yeah, so you can watch it. We will upload it to Just Sports Winstead, both on YouTube and Facebook. So the page is called Just Sports Winstead, and we'll post it up there on YouTube and Facebook. So we're excited to have that. All the other games are out there. YouTube seems to take it a lot easier. Facebook I've been having a little bit of issues with, but it's still up there. So you can watch those games, and they'll stay out there forever. So any of the games you want to watch, any of the away games you want to watch, they're on Just Sports Winstead, YouTube, and Facebook pages.
We do also want to recognize that when we were at home last week for the big victory over Crosby, the NFHS network did not work properly, so there was no visual or audio of that game, which was a shame. It was a historic one for GNH, scoring 69 points.
So we're going to try to film that one also next week.
Camp approaches, line drive kick, bounces into the end zone for a touchback.
So Bigelow didn't want to field it, let it go right by him. Yeah, so next week, next Saturday, November 5th, is the game against Derby, and that will be senior day. So I was talking to Coach. He wants to start at about 12:30, so you want to get there as soon as you can so that you don't miss any of the senior activities. And then it should be, as Mike said, hopefully it's going to be a beautiful day. And unfortunately, Derby, they came back as a JV team last year, and this year it's still been a struggle for them.
Yeah, on the varsity level, it's good that they're fielding a team, but they've had a little trouble on the field. They are winless up to this point.
Oh, yeah. We had a bunch of games tonight, too.
So they go to that shotgun tight formation,
this is
the version of the single wing. Handoff to Fairchild right up the middle. Short gain.
No gain. Second down and 10.
Well, actually, no gain.
All right. This is what they normally, that's a normal formation for them. Coach was telling me, too, that they worked on both of them. They worked on passing and that single wing. Looks like they're going to do that again.
You don't see too many high schools running this offense any longer. And a run
that blast
right up the middle.
Power.
Oh, no gain once again. Well, looks like the referee on the far side gave him a yard or two, maybe.
Yeah, I know, right?
Sets up 3rd and 8, however. So let's see if they go to shotgun formation
in the
here.
Backfield now.
Looks like Ahua
now 10 came back
is
in,
back
right?
in,
Yeah.
so expect them to go into shotgun and perhaps a screen or a draw or maybe a slant. That's worked fairly well for them tonight.
Oh, they
They still line up in the tight single wing formation. Ahua is the quarterback in the formation.
Up, though, right?
Yep. He rolls to the near side. He's pursued. Gets the pass off. It's behind the intended receiver as the horn sounds here to end this first period, and it was a good one for GNH.
So we'll take a short break here and then come back with the next second quarter.
All right, so as the teams change ends of the field, it should be a 4th down punting situation for the Raiders. GNH scored 3 touchdowns in that first period, one by Aiden Avina, one by Grayson Ursoni, and one by Freddie Camp.
Yeah, nice spread that offense right around. Going really good for them. As we mentioned, so next Saturday, November 5th at home versus Derby, Senior Day, and then after that, then we play on Thursday, November 10th at Municipal Stadium against WCA, and that looks like, you know, the next hardest game, you know, of the season so far going forward.
Especially on a short week for GNH,
right.
playing on Saturday and then on Thursday.
All right, that'll be close. And then after that we have a bye, and then St. Paul's on Thanksgiving morning at
Stannard takes the snap, gets the punt off. It's a good one, fielded by Camp at his own 48. Gets to this near sideline, avoids a tackler, cuts it back again, still going, and he's tackled down inside the 30 at about the 27.
Nice return by Freddie on that one. I liked how he moved right up to and was able to get that in the air, and then was able to take forward and, you know, break some tackles and have a great return.
They actually spot the ball at the 28, but once again, very positive starting field position for this Yellow Jacket offense. Reisdorf gets the play call from the sideline, and he brings it into the huddle. Nolan has had a fantastic junior year as he has taken over the first-string quarterback duties, and the Raiders want a timeout here. They want to talk things over before the Yellow Jacket offense starts this possession.
So the other games tonight, Mike, Ansonia is at Oxford, St. Paul is at Woodland, Kennedy is at Wolcott, Naugatuck at WCA, and Seymour at Derby, and Wilby at Watertown. So all those games, and then there is one game tomorrow. Holy Cross is at Crosby, because Crosby now is not playing any more night games. They've moved all theirs to Saturday. So
I'll be interested to see the result of that game. Yeah. Obviously, Holy Cross had an epic battle with Ansonia last week, coming up on the short end of a 31-28 score. But they're a very formidable squad.
Very good squad.
Crosby is as well. So at least on offense.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice job, Ash. That was really good. You did a great job. You're doing a great job. Look, I got coffee. I'm wide awake tonight. That's good.
Looks like Brett McGuire split out to this near side. Tavares, the wing on the left. They give it a Camp going left. Bursts through a hole, cuts it back. He's down inside the 10, and he's going to race into the end zone for a touchdown.
GNH. Freddie Camp gets another one. What do you say, 30 yard?
28 yards.
28-yard touchdown run for Freddie Camp. So now that's his 11th touchdown of the season. He's adding them up. Some more yardage, too. Yeah, what did Freddie, for the season before this game, where is it? Freddie had 589 yards before that, so 590, so yeah.
Snap, hold, kick. Has the distance, and it splits the uprights, and is good.
Daryl Schreck. Nice job by Daryl. So 28 points now.
Yeah, we had Daryl on as a post-game interview last week as part of our senior spotlight.
Yeah, Daryl's really excited about being the kicker this year and getting those duties in, and also playing a lot, on defense.
Yeah, and he's continuing the long line of very solid GNH kickers.
Yeah, going way back.
Oh, just as we say, it's a calm, clear night. The breeze picks up a little bit here, adding a slight chill to the air at Robert Frost Sports Complex.
You can feel the temperature is going down. Oh, there's the flag there, Tim. Thanks. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I spoke too soon.
But the crowd actually still gathering here. We did expect a large crowd because of the proximity of these two schools. kick is a line drive kick right down the middle, fielded at about the 10-yard line by number 7, and then he's
Fairchild.
hit quickly. I saw the first tackler look to be number
Ty
12.
DeVita.
Ty DeVita, as well as Aaron Avina. And he's still on the ground, the ball carrier, unfortunately. Let's see if he can get up under his own power.
Aiden plays every play, huh? He is on the field for every single play.
And an injury timeout here. He took a hard wallop from both of those tacklers, and he's still down, pointing to his midsection, it looks like.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's not too serious. Maybe he just got the wind knocked out of him.
Right.
He's up now. That's good to see.
Yep. Brett Fairchild.
He's their workhorse, so he'll have to sit out a play or two here at least. So GNH enjoying a 4-score margin, 28-0. Saw number 10 come into the huddle, Ahua, for the Raiders. Looks like he's going to line up as the shotgun quarterback. Wide receivers on either side. One halfback flanking the quarterback, Ahua, in the gun. Play fake to him. It's caught by number 11 at about the 32-yard line. Stannard, the receiver.
You got to figure they got to pass. They can't not do that now.
So it'll be 2nd and 3.
So a good pickup on first down for the Raider offense. Looks like number 7, Fairchild, has indicated his readiness to return to the field, although he's still on the sideline. Shotgun formation. Play fake. Throw it on a slant. It's caught. And then dislodged by
Colby Sandin.
Colby Sandin does a nice job.
Great defense on that one. Was right on him.
You basically stripped the ball away from Stannard.
Because it was a beautiful pass.
It was.
Nice route and a good pass. Just a better defensive play.
Would have been a first down for the Raiders. Instead, it sets
more.
up
Right.
3rd and about 4.
$10:38 to go. 2nd quarter.
Ahua takes the snap, fakes it, going to throw it deep.
It's knocked, it's blocked.
But it
is
kind of
batted
fluttered
down,
out
yeah.
of his hand. He was hit as he threw it. Fell well short of the intended receiver. Looked to be number 6, Brandon Morin. So it'll set up instead 4th down and about 4.
They got some good pressure on him. So I see Baraga still in there. Can't see. Who's at the nose there, Mike? Oh, he just turned there.
Looks like number 58.
Is that
Tatsapa.
Tatsapa, right? Yeah.
So number 11, Stannard, on to do the punting. GNH has to be alert not to go off sides. Good snap. 2 steps before he kicks it, but he gets it off. A nice kick.
That time, yeah.
That's going to roll all the way down
anything.
inside
Yeah.
the 20,
Yeah.
down to about the 15-yard
Yeah,
line. So a big kick for Stannard.
It'll be 1st down, GNH on their
He
own
got
15
that one
yard line.
off.
Big kick by Stannard.
He finally got one going there. So unfortunately for Torrington, they have a tough 2 games coming up. They are at home versus Naugatuck next Friday night, and then at Holy Cross on November 11th. So their next 2 games are going to be very tough. And then they play Watertown. And I haven't seen Watertown score so much.
Watertown is struggling as well.
Right?
That's their traditional Thanksgiving
Yeah.
rival. Oh, Looks like a false start penalty against GNH.
But Watertown has had some trouble this year too.
Yes, I think they have one win.
Legal motion against GNH will be first down and 15.
So the first penalty of the night against GNH sets them back 5 yards. Will make it first and 15 from about the 10-yard line. Camp is the tailback, Avina the fullback. They give it to Avina right up the middle, breaking tackles. Oh, the ball came out. And Torrington says they have it.
Yeah.
So a big break for Torrington.
Avina trying to get that little extra yardage.
I should correct myself. That was actually the second penalty on GNH. I forgot about the roughing the kicker on the first possession. But Torrington has excellent field position here at their GNH 22-yard line after the turnover with 10:04 remaining in the second.
So now let's see the GNH defense.
Obviously, this will be, given the score and the field position, 4-down territory for the Raiders. Snap is good. They give it right up the middle to Fairchild. Pushes the pile down to about the 20, gain of 2 or 3.
It'll be second down and about 7.
So 11 comes out, 4 came in. 4 is that Mike Camara.
Shotgun formation with a slot to the left. Man in motion. They fake it to him. Quarterback Ahura keeps it. He's good to pick up on second down. He's close to the first down. It looks like he'll be about a yard shy.
Third and 1, yep.
Take care of our third down and about 2.
Well, actually looks to be closer to 2 yards to gain. But obviously 4-down territory here for the Raiders.
8:48 to go now here in the second quarter.
Third and short. Once again, a man in motion. Ahura keeps it again. He's got the first down, it looks like. Well, he's still pushing the pile. Looks like he's down inside the 10 to about the 8.
He's in the soccer box.
Looks like the ball is actually just inside the 10. So first and goal. So the GNH defense faced with its first real test here tonight. Shotgun snap. Give it to the motion man. He's got running room. He's down.
Oh,
then
nice.
He's tackled by, is that DeVita?
Yeah,
yes.
Devin DeVita. Oh,
and the ball carrier is down.
Yep. That was number 20, I think. I had the ball, Mike, right?
I believe it was.
Morin?
Yes.
Nope, that's not Morin. Where's
number 20 is Bigelow.
Bigelow. Oh, yeah, there's Bigelow, right. Yep.
So an injury timeout. The ball carrier is still down. They spotted the ball at about the 8, so a pickup of about 2, we'll call it. Second and goal from there.
He looked like he had more room on that, but Devin DeVita came running through there and put a good hit on him. That's right.
So an ardent
Getting it.
Warrior or
Yeah,
Raider
right,
fan
yeah,
with a
right.
megaphone amping up the crowd here on the Raiders bleachers. Looks like the ball carrier is
Ooh, boy,
now
that
going to
is
get up
better.
on its
All right,
feet.
That's good.
Well, that's good to see.
Yeah.
Second down 8 from the
So
8-yard line.
So actually, yeah, the ball carrier, we can see him
it's
better now. Is
28
number
now.
28, Alex Bush.
Bush. Okay.
So glad to see that young man up and up over to the sideline. Second and goal from the 8, 7:31 remaining. GNH in front, 28-0, but the Raiders knocking on the door. Fairchild gets the ball. Still
Wrapped
going
up, yeah.
before they blow the whistle. Looks like they're going to give him progress to about the 6.
6, 7 maybe. Six, 7, 8. That yellow line's on the 8, huh?
Yeah,
Is that the 8?
yeah, maybe the
Right.
7. Yeah, I'd say about the 7. Third and goal from the 7,
That
we'll
yellow
call
line messes me up, right? Yeah, that's at the 8.
6:45 remaining in the period. Shotgun this time. Send a man in motion across the formation. O'Hara
They're looking for 20.
rolling to the near sideline.
Keeps it.
Keeps it. He's tackled at around the 5. It'll set up 4th and goal from there.
44 DeVita in there.
Koenig also
Koenig,
assisted.
Ethan Koenig, yep.
Well, they spot the ball at the 6.
6 now, yep.
So 4th and goal from there. I don't see any kicking unit coming on the field, so it looks like the Raiders will go for it.
At RPO, and the coverage was there. There was nobody open, so he had to keep it, and then they converged on him and made the tackle. So good job by the GNH defense.
Fourth and goal from the 6. Snap is good, rolling to the right. Throws it into the end zone.
No good.
But incomplete. Good coverage over there. I think that was.
Looks like DeVita was on the coverage,
yes.
too.
So the GNH defense
stands tall.
So the Raiders cannot take advantage of the turnover. Although, of course, GNH, the Yellow Jackets, are still backed up deep in their own end, but they'll take that. They didn't give up points.
5:26 to go here in the second quarter. Moved it back to the near side.
They spot the ball in the near hash. The tailback Camp has his feet in the end zone. Reisdorf goes under center. They give it on a counter.
Oh, no. He keeps it.
He's got running room.
Oh, keep going.
Ursoni's still going. He cuts it back to the middle of the field. He's got blockers.
He gets a nice block.
He's down the far sideline now. Once again, cuts it back to the middle of the field.
Oh!
95 yards for a touchdown.
Touchdown, GNH. Grayson Ursoni with a 95-yard touchdown run. Back and forth, zigzagging down the field. Got a couple of great blocks, but kept going and got all the way to the end zone.
And it looks like there's going to be a penalty for celebration. There's a penalty flag in the end zone. Referee has no heart.
I know, right? What is this, the no fun leg?
So let's see where they're going to kick off.
I thought they usually had to do it on the kickoff, but they're putting it on
choosing
the extra
to do
point.
it on the extra point.
All right, make it a little tougher for Darryl.
That's going to
You
go
think-
down as one of the longest touchdown runs in GNH history,
95.
if not the longest. So Chirac is kicking the extra point from the 25, so it's a 35-yard extra point. Snap, hold, kick
Get in there.
is
Good!
good!
Yeah! Way to go, Daryl. You don't care about any penalty.
35-0.
Oh, and a late penalty flag once again.
Holy cow. Oh yeah, no, all right.
So let's see what the flag is. Looks like unsportsmanlike conduct once
Again.
again. So GNH will be forced to kick off from the 25-yard line.
Huh. I didn't see what happened.
I
don't
didn't
know.
either.
Yeah. So coach is just trying to settle him down right now.
Yeah, GNH does call a timeout. Now, normally with the 35-second margin, it may start the running clock, but
Third quarter, I think you have to get to. I don't
Okay.
know. I've never.
we haven't had it,
used
in the
to be the
it
third
used to be
quarter.
in the second half, right?
Yeah, right.
But I thought they might have changed the rule this year that once it gets to 35,
No
no
matter
matter
when.
when. But the clock isn't
Isn't
moving at this
timeout
point.
though.
So
They would stop it at the timeout, right?
they would. That's correct. That's
the
true
only
too.
thing, but yeah.
So each team has used one of their timeouts.
Coach just she just tried to settle him down a little bit, right? I mean, got to be excited over that though, right? 95-yard run.
That was quite. GNH has had some phenomenal long plays
Freddie
this
had the
year.
94-yard pass reception, right?
So GNH forced to kick off from the 25, and the Raider first line is at the GNH 35.
35.
So the Raiders should get good field position out of this.
Let's see, Freddie. Kick it down there, Freddie.
He
Give it a
approaches.
boot.
He kicks it deep. Bounces at about the 25, then picked up at the 23 by Fairchild. And a short return out to about the 32, so roughly a 10-yard return.
Yep. Not too bad. Nice kick by Freddie.
So the
Yep,
clock
so
is
it
still stopped.
Still
so
stopped, so it has to be the second half. What a nice job by Daryl Chirac,
35.
though. Kicking that 35-yard extra point. Fantastic. Nice. So, you know, as we had that senior spotlight last week and asked the kids about this game, they all were talking about, you know, coming here. And some of them, I forget who said it, they were from Torrington. They moved over in 6th grade, you know, so it's
I believe it was
good.
Daryl who said that.
Was it Daryl? I couldn't remember, right? Yeah, that's right. Daryl's right next to me, yep.
All right, trips to the near sideline. They throw it on a screen. It's caught by Stannard. He's converged on after a short pickup out to about the 41.
They had it set up nice, but then the GN defense converged on them.
They give him credit for 3, 2nd and 7. Clock still moving here, 4:25 remaining in this second period. Looks
Great.
like the Torrington marching band getting set to come onto the field for a
Yeah.
halftime performance.
You know, I just was noticing the roster sizes are about the same, Mike. You know, that it's a good showing for GNH.
Slot to the right this time. They play fake. They throw it over the middle.
Oh.
Tavares got a
He knew it
hand
was
on
coming.
it.
Yeah, I know.
He read it
He
perfectly.
read that nice.
Tipped it, couldn't haul it in, but an incomplete pass. Good job by Yoetti.
Yeah. The Gilbert girls soccer team had a match over here last night. They played Housatonic. Torrington was nice enough to let them come over and use the field, so that was a good opportunity for the Gilbert girls.
3rd and 7. It's a reverse. Good pickup. But they tackle him at about the 40-yard line, shy of the first down.
Bigelow, I thought that was 20, but
was it 28 or
20? I know. I don't know now.
That looked like 20.
It was 20
Bigelow.
that time, yeah.
4th and about 4, but it looks like the Raiders may go for it here. Clock still moving. 3:25 to go in the half.
Number 20, Everett Rigby, I saw in there, along with DeVita, and 34, Evan Sheeby. Coach is calling out the play.
4th and about 4 from the 40. It's a long count. Oh, is it caught? No.
Incomplete.
Looked like a
Wow,
nice
yeah,
catch
I
by
know.
Stannard, but
Yeah.
it hit the ground first.
Referee was right there.
Would have been right at the spot as
Yeah.
well.
3 minutes left in the half.
So with 2:58 remaining in this half, the GNH offense comes back out onto the field. They'll have, once again, excellent starting field position at the Raider 40-yard line.
And they will get the ball starting the second half, too, right?
Wing to the right. Toss sweep to Camp. Oh, no, Sandin.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
He's converged quickly by
Oh.
2 Raider defenders,
Yeah.
Stannard and number 6.
6 is
Morin.
Morin, yep.
2nd down and 9.
It's only a gain of 1. Good job by the Raider defense there.
Colby Sandin in. He's also one of the seniors this year. That'll be our last Sandin now. All right, we've had Sandins for quite a while.
Sandin family has had a good, long, strong history of GNH and or Northwestern. This time they're going to go
Reisdorf.
shotgun with a slot to the far side. They fake it to Avina. Reisdorf keeps it around the left side, gets a block.
And he is fast.
He is fast, and he's pushed out of bounds at around the 22-yard line, maybe the 23, with 1:59
Reisdorf,
remaining.
Right, yeah. He is fast. There you go, you got a Reisdorf now. He ended up with 2 touchdowns last week, 17 yards rushing from the quarterback position.
Wide receiver on either side.
That looks
I
like Bradley
formation.
Kane on this side, number
Yes,
3.
number 3. They're going to throw it to
Oh,
him.
catch it. Ah.
Number 11,
11 on him.
Stannard had the coverage.
Yeah.
Pass was just a little bit behind
Behind him.
Bradley. Good job by the Raider defense. Stops the clock with 1:52 remaining.
Now who's on this side?
Looks like is that for Yoeti. Give it to Avina right up the middle. He's going to get a touchdown for Aiden Avina.
Aiden Avina.
About
Number 23.
20 yards or so.
They can't stop that play, Mike. They're right up the middle with that. They just cannot stop that play. No penalties this time.
Snap, hold, kick.
Nice.
It's
Darryl.
good once again. Chirac has been
Fantastic.
perfect tonight. This time was a little shorter
A little
for him.
short, a little easier for him. Nailed it with plenty to go. So 42 to nothing.
Slow down, you're gonna hurt yourself. You're running too much.
So I had the
You out of breath? You need water or something?
so far with GNH being 4-2, they've scored 32 points a game and given up 18. They rushed for 1,600 before this game, 1,672 yards on 201 carries and 24 touchdowns, and just added a bunch of yardage and a bunch of
much more points
touchdowns
tonight
to that whole score. So moving over to the NVL, has worked out well in this offense with the skill players that we knew they had, and it was all about the line, and the line really has done a great, fantastic job.
They certainly have. That was the question mark coming into the year, but that question has been answered.
Yeah.
The line drive kick right down the middle, feel it around the 5-yard line.
Fairchild, nope, I don't
Breaks
know.
one tackle, then he's converged on about the 24-yard line. Good coverage by the kick coverage team.
Well, Mike, at halftime we can get in, get downstairs, get a little warmed up there. Talk to our buddies. Peter Wallace is there.
Tim
and
Gaffney's
Tim
down
Gaffney
there.
is in there too, yep.
Enjoying that heat.
Yeah.
Looks like the Gilbert School Marching Band has left their perch in the stands across the way. I didn't see where they went. Oh, now I do that.
Oh, there they
they're
are
at the
over
north
there. Yeah,
end of the
yeah,
field
right.
now, so maybe they're going to perform as well.
Ah.
Snap, reverse. Got some running room.
Big carry over the left side by
Looks like
Tackle by Sandin. Who was that? Number 42.
actually it was number 11 on the
11.
carry.
Oh, sorry. Yep. So that's that Stannard.
Clock approaching a minute left in the half. Good pickup of about 8 on first down. A couple of new players in for GNH. I see number 2 in.
Number 2, Isaiah Robles.
First down pickup by number 4, Mike Kamara. Clock still moving here, about 32 seconds left in the half. Raiders out of their huddle. 1st and 10 from their own 37. That single wing formation. It's a counter play on a reverse.
Counter.
Stannard, the
wing
ball
reverse.
carrier, trying to get to this near sideline. He does. He's finally pushed out of bounds by McGuire at about the 45. But a nice gain. It also stops the clock with 12 seconds remaining in the half.
I see number 88, Austin Asepi, in there. He's one.
Number 34 also in.
Sheeby, that's Evan Sheeby.
That's Evan Sheeby.
Yep, he's a freshman.
Another freshman who's gotten a lot of varsity playing time this year. Number
part of
75, Nick Mambrino in there. Number 77.
Hunter Hayes. He's one of the few juniors on the team.
Snap, roll out to the right. Ahua going to throw it. He's got a man out there. Oh, just out of the reach of number 33, Trey Bayette. So with 4 seconds remain, the Raiders will have one more snap.
Just overthrown. He made a diving attempt at it. Just couldn't come down with it. So Nick Mambrino is a sophomore this year.
Looks like number 60's in there as well. So 3rd and 2 with 4 seconds left. They're going to run it. Number 7 breaking tackles. He's got a first down, but that's how the half will end.
Oh, hey.
Oh, late penalty flags.
59, yeah, no.
Looks like that penalty will be enforced on the kickoff to start the second half. Let's see who it's against if they call
59, it's got to be. Oh.
It's against Torrington.
Yeah.
That was the final play of the first half. It was an offensive penalty, not a defense, so
Right.
the half will end there. And we will wait for the halftime performances of each school's marching band. Well, no, I see the Gilbert School marching band coming up onto the bleachers right below us here.
Yeah, because there's no other gate. That's the problem. But anyway, so
okay.
we're going to cut it, Tim. Cut it off. We'll be back for the second half.
All right, welcome back to the second half action here at Robert Frost Sports Complex behind Torrington High School. Our halftime score is 42-0 in favor of GNH. Looks like they have chosen not to enforce the penalty that occurred on the final play of the first half against the Raiders. They're kicking off from the normal 40-yard line. But there will be a running clock here in the second half as long as the 35-point or greater margin is maintained by GNH.
We got a little warmed up there at halftime, Mike. Ready to go. Just got a text from Gary. He's going home. He's seen enough, he said.
Stannard approaches. It's a line drive kick that goes out of bounds. And that will be a penalty against the Raiders. Let's see how they elect to play it here. Looks like GNH will just take it at the 35-yard line. So once again, there is a running clock here in this second half. Oh, they actually put it where the ball went out of bounds. We saw this last week as well because the ball did not travel past the 35-yard line, so they spot it where it went out of bounds. So
if it goes past the 35, then they bring it out to the 35. But if it doesn't, wherever it goes out.
So I do see some younger players in here. Let's see who's in at quarterback. It looks like number 12. That would be Ty DeVita. Oh, he fumbles the snap.
Oh, he gets it, though.
But then he hands it off, and he's dropped in the backfield by number 34. Let's see who 34 is on your roster.
Oh, no, I don't know, yeah.
Brought down by Lewin and Gallant.
Evan Sheeby, the ball carrier, loss of a few on the play. We'll try to identify the younger players as we can.
Just trying to see if I saw any other scores out there, Mike. Guess I should have looked.
DeVita takes the snap, hands off up the middle to the fullback on a quick hitter. Short gain on the play.
See, Wethersfield beat South Windsor 41-7. Wethersfield has had a really good season so far.
So it sets up 3rd and 12 here.
Ledyard won, Mike. They beat Montville 52-14.
They're in the Class SS division as well. DeVita goes around the left side, picks up 3 or 4, but it sets up a 4th and about 9.
Wyndham beat Waterford 63-18. Another one.
Wyndham also in Class SS. So is Waterford, though, so that's also good news for GNH.
Right. And Sonia beat Oxford 56-20. And that's all the scores we got so far.
So GNH going to go for it here on their side of the field. Shotgun snap. Rolling is DeVita. Gets out of the pocket. Still running. He's got a first down into Raider territory at about the 46.
Ooh,
and they do move the chains on the far side of the field.
So nice job by Ty DeVita. Nobody open, and he took it on his own. Brought the ball down.
So a lot of young players on both squads out there right now. Toss sweep to Sheeby. Going to the left, picks up a 3 or 4. Oh, and a late penalty flag. Looks like it's going to go against GNH.
After a gain of about 3.
Looks like it's going to be a personal foul against GNH.
Personal foul against GNH.
So that'll march them back 15 yards, back to their side of the field. Back to the 42.
So
Will be second down and about 23 yards.
I smell some popcorn from the concession stand up here, Billy.
Yep.
It's making me hungry.
I know. This is one of the farthest concession stands, though, because it's all the way back at the school.
First and about 25 here. Rolling again is DeVita. Throws it. It's complete to number 82. Gets a lot of the penalty yardage back.
Wesley Allen, number 82. He's another freshman listed at 6'4", 160.
So the completion is a nice pickup, sets up 3rd and 9 now. The nose of the ball is on the Torrington 45-yard line. Clock still moving here. We're under 6 minutes to go in the 3rd period.
Let's see the time, so 8:30, so an hour and a half in.
DeVita sets, throws, and is picked
Picked
off.
Just behind the receiver, number 4, Mike Camara picks it off. Just thrown a little bit behind the receiver, tipped off his hands, and Camara was there.
So that brings some excitement to the Torrington sideline. So a nice job by the Torrington defense. A lot of young players out there on defense now for GNH.
Yes, there are. Let's see. Let's see. Who's on that defensive line?
Number 7 takes the snap, makes a good pickup and picks up a first down into GNH
with the
territory.
tackle. So number 60, Lucas Gravelin. 77, Hunter Hayes. And 75, Mambrino.
Number
Nick
20,
Mambrino.
Everett Rigby in there.
Yeah.
Fairchild was
Looks like
the ball
88 again,
carrier.
Austin Asepi.
Going left is Camara. Good pickup. And a late penalty flag is
Oh.
thrown. Then a second penalty flag. Let's see what this is about. It was a good pickup by Camara on the play.
Now it's going to be offsetting.
We'll find out shortly. Good news is the clock's still moving through all of this.
Yeah, I know, right? Hold.
They're holding against Torrington.
Oh, both of them against Torrington.
So let's see how they choose to enforce this. Personal foul would be 15 yards. The hold was 10. So I assume they would accept the personal foul penalty.
Well, he only moved 10. All right, there he goes.
Oh, now they're enforcing both penalties. One of them must have been a dead ball penalty.
Oh, wow.
So it turns out to be a 25-yard penalty against the Raiders.
Is there a button on the side, Tyler, you got to press?
So it's first and almost 30 for the Raiders. Camara takes the direct snap.
Oh.
And he burst through a hole. Sorry, that was number 7, Fairchild.
Oh, it's Fairchild, yep.
Got almost all the penalty yardage back.
Tackled by number 2, Robles.
About 3 on the 38-yard line.
So it sets up a 2nd and 4 after a first and about close to 30.
Fairchild comes out.
So you're basically seeing a preview of future matchups between these two schools.
All right.
Snap. Number 27, the ball carrier. Edwin Rivera.
Rivera over the left side.
Not enough, though.
Gain of about 3. Looks like it'll be 3rd down.
3rd and 1. 1:10 to go.
Shotgun snap taken by
Fairchild.
Fairchild. He picks up the first down inside the 30 down to about the 28. Rigby, number 20, and 32 or 42 were the tacklers.
42, Cole Lennon. Another freshman. A lot of these freshman kids came from the Wolverines, who won their league championship. The A team won the championship last year. I did go over to that Harvest Festival last Saturday, Mike. I got there later, so the A and B teams had already played, but there was a nice crowd of people over there, and they're doing a...
So that a very quick third period expires with Torrington on the march. When we come back to start the fourth period, it'll be 1st and 10 from the GNH 28-yard line.
Yeah, and as we said before, so the next game. Okay, as we said before, the next game is next Saturday, November 5th versus Derby. The game time is at 1 p.m., but it is senior day, and there's a lot of seniors. There's 16 on the football team, and we think at least maybe 7 or 8 on the cheerleading squad, so there'll be a big thing. So they're probably going to start this senior ceremony at around 12:30 in order to then do that, then give a little bit of time to warm up before the kickoff at 1. And the band's there playing again, too. The band will be there. Then we play a quick turnaround on Thursday, November 10th, down at Municipal Stadium against WCA. And then a week off, and then Thanksgiving, Mike, and can you believe it, right?
Season seems to be
Season
flying
goes,
by,
right?
Billy,
Yeah.
just as it always does.
7 games so far, right?
So 1st and 10 for the Raiders. To reverse.
Kamara.
Kamara has the ball. Good gain up the middle.
Nice pickup on 1st down.
Yeah.
Let's see where they spot him.
Reverse.
Looks to be about 7 yards or so.
4 or 6 yards. You got 6 yards in there.
We'll call it actually 2nd and 4. Pickup of 6 on 1st down. They spot the ball. Looks to be at about the 22-yard line. Snap, reverse. Is bobbled, but
Golly.
picked right up.
Standard on the left side.
Standard.
Let's see where they spot the ball.
3rd down and about 2.
Looks like just inside the 20 at the 19, leaving about a 3rd and 2 here. With the running clock, even though the ball carrier went out of bounds, that clock still keeps moving.
Keeps on ticking. So there was a big game right down at in the FCAC, right? Was St. Joe's at New Canaan?
At New Canaan,
right,
yes, a
tonight?
battle
Yeah.
of 2 top 10 teams. New Canaan ranked number 2, St. Joe's number 6. And New Canaan has a strong defense with 4 shutouts on the early season. Oh, got a penalty against the Raiders. They had a late entry to the play, and they're going to get a legal substitution, I believe. Yep.
Yeah, that's it. So we have some other seniors. Our last senior group that we're going to do tonight, we'll have 48 Adam Baraga, 55 Andrew Hafner, 66 Isaiah Sanchez, and number 88 Austin Asepi will be in our senior spotlight. And then, as we mentioned at halftime, we're going to do the offensive line as the stars of the game today. Give those young men a lot of credit for what they've done, not only tonight, but all
season long. Well said, Billy. Clock still moving at about 9:20 remaining here. 3rd and about 7 for the Raiders from the 25. Snap. Kamara gets it. He's got a 1st down.
He's gonna make
the
it.
10, the 5, touchdown. The Raiders are on the board. So the Raider faithful have something to cheer for here.
Mike Kamara, number 4.
It's about
many
a
yards was that about?
19-yard touchdown run.
Broke it over to the right side.
That looks like the Raiders are huddling up, so I don't know if they're going to kick it or go for 2 here. Looks like they are going to go for 2.
Yeah, man. Hold them. Should have put his starters back in.
And he gets into the end zone for the conversion and a touchdown, and that will stop the running clock.
They didn't stop it, though.
Oh, well.
Now they stopped it.
They just stopped it now. They just realized it.
Let some extra time go off.
So 8 minutes remain,
All right.
and we'll go back to regulation time here.
We'll see who comes out for kick return. Who do you see that there? That's 79? 29? 20. It must be a 20.
I see 28.
28.
28
Reamer.
28 and 16.
16 is Ty Penn. So 28, Owen Reamer.
Let's see how the Raiders choose to play the kickoff. Will they kick it deep or will they try the onside kick?
They squib kick a lot too. But just at 21 used to kick though. He's not there, so
here comes the
like
kicker.
11 is gonna kick.
Well, now they have
standard.
12 guys on the field. And one runs off. No, he goes back out there. Yeah, they definitely have 12 men on the field. I don't know if the referees have counted properly. He approaches. It's a squib kick. Fielded by Penn. Now it's bobbled, but he picks it up at about the 20.
Go north, go north.
And then he goes backward and is tackled hard at about the 16-yard line. Good hard tackle there by number
Somebody's
2.
Down on the field, though.
2, I believe.
Somebody has a cramp. Looks like Bob's over working on the player.
So we have 7:53 remaining. The ball is spotted all the way back, actually, at about the 12-yard line. So it looks like the Raiders have substituted a lot of youngsters onto the defense as well.
Yeah, right.
Give to the tailback, but Sheeby is dropped at about the line of scrimmage on a good defensive play.
$78, it looks like. I don't think.
Yeah, I think it might have been 78, but unfortunately he's
79. Yeah,
he's not on our roster.
Second and 10 on the 12-yard line. 7:25 left in the half.
Picking his way.
Sheeby
right.
tried to find some
out,
running room, but couldn't find it, and he's dropped once again around the line of scrimmage.
Clock is running now.
If GNH doesn't convert here, I assume they would go into punt formation, but we don't know who the JV punter is.
All right.
We'll find out, I suppose.
I guess so.
Third down and 10.
Toss sweep. Sheeby
the ball
loses
comes
control of
up.
the ball, but he picks it back up on the bounce.
See what coach does.
Short pickup on the play.
Nobody's coming in.
Well, actually, no gain. So 4th and 10.
And there he's just going for it.
5:50 remaining. Now a couple of players run onto the field late.
Yeah. So DeVita got the play call. He came in. I didn't see who was the second player. But they're just going for it. Going to run the ball again. Or maybe pass.
Well, they go
Ty
into
DeVita will run.
shotgun formation. Takes the snap.
Yeah.
Goes left.
Quarterback draw. Get
But he
it.
picks up a few, but not enough.
Yeah.
So it's a turnover on downs for that Raider defense.
– 19-yard line. I can't see. Yeah, it's a 19, yeah. 18 maybe.
Yeah, somewhere in that
18,
vicinity.
17, 18.
So great starting
17.
field position for the Raiders.
That's 18. Yeah, it's 18, all right. They couldn't have just kicked the extra point.
Single wing.
And
And
a penalty.
penalties. Flags fly to blow the play dead. Illegal procedure, the call against the Raiders.
False start Torrington. It'll be first down and 15.
So we got to go down to that gate down over there to the left to get onto the field.
Coming to the left is the Raider running back. He's got room. Got a blocker. He's down inside the 10 to about the 3. Looks like number 27, Rivera.
It'll be first down and goal on about the 4-yard line.
Motion.
Yeah, that was.
Flag on the play.
Looks like a false start
start
against the
again,
Raiders.
It'll be first and goal on the 10. That's a 9 or 10.
So moves the ball back to the 9. It'll be first and goal from there for the Raiders. Number 10 goes right up the middle, pushes the pile down inside the 5 to about the 3.
Big run up the middle. Got back the penalty in about 1. It's going to be second.
I apologize. That was number 16 for the Raiders. It was the ball carrier, but unfortunately he's not on our roster either.
Yeah.
Second and goal from about the 3.
Run by Joshua Yolo.
He gets the ball again, goes off the left side into the end zone for a touchdown. Actually, looks like that was number 15, Josh Ulloa. So far, the Raider JV team is winning this skirmish here in the second half. And once again, they will go for 2. Number 27, Rivera, goes off the right side, and he's in.
So the score is going to look a little different than what the game actually was.
And we still got 3:35 remaining.
All right.
So good job by the Torrington JVs. They put 16 points on the board here in this fourth period.
Couple of nice runs at Edwin Rivera.
Josh Ulloa scored the touchdown, but as you said, Billy Rivera had a couple of nice runs in the drive. They took advantage of the turnover on downs in the short field.
Let's see who kicks off this time now.
Stannard, the regular kicker, was injured on the last kickoff. Let's see, who's putting
15.
the ball on the... Oh, it's Ulloa.
Oh, yeah. Oh, is it 10?
Well, let's see. Always hard to see their numbers from up here. Tim Wheeler says it's 10.
Oh, it is. Aloha, yeah.
15.
No,
Aloha,
15,
it's
yeah.
an onside kick.
Yeah.
Fielded on a hop at about the 41-yard line by number 12. Ty DeVita, so smartly just falls on it there.
GNH on about the 38-yard line.
Huh. That's what, so Joshua Aloha instead of
Yeah.
Mike, number 10 was Mike.
Oh, Michael Ahua.
Ahua, and then Uloa.
So the Yellow Jacket JV offense looks like they're calling for another player to come out on the field, and looks like one of the number 73 comes out.
73. Joe Fortunato. Delay.
Looks like it's going to be a delay of game against GNH.
It'll be first down and 15.
Peter and Tim are going, you got to be kidding me. We should have been home by now.
Back to pass.
Pass. Oh, pass. 17. Pre-Maloney was the intended receiver.
Unfortunately, that stops the clock with 3:30 to go. Vita takes the snap. It's a reverse to number 21.
Steven Santiago. Oh.
It gets a decent pickup on first down. I think they'll give him forward progress for at least a few yards. No?
Nope.
No?
A loss.
A loss of a yard.
Yeah.
Third down and about 16.
Well, thankfully for Santiago
He
for
didn't
not
go out
going
of bounds.
out of bounds.
Yeah, I know. Don't go out of bounds.
2:50 left on the clock for the half.
Third down, though, man.
Third and
Any,
long.
First down.
You give it to the fullback,
Middle,
but he's quickly converged on after a gain of about a yard. Sets up fourth down and very long. Clock still moving here, 2:25 remaining. Once again, it looks like GNH not going to punt.
Nope.
And a whistle blows.
Oh, no.
When are you going to get a golf cart?
No, the referees just want to move some of the GNH players back into the player sideline box.
Right,
they were outside of it playing catch. It's an option.
And you know, if you get this green, you really need a golf cart.
Stay in bounds.
It's number 32 on the ball carrier, or 34.
34, Sheeby.
Sheeby, but he stopped well short of the first down.
Nope. Turnover on downs.
So with 1:33 remaining, the Raiders will have it once again.
They come right up to the ball. They want to score again.
I'm not good at three. Three's not one of my high points.
Toss sweep, no, it's a pass.
Catch. Oh.
And incomplete. Rivera threw a pass out into the flat on basically a halfback option. Looks like intended for number 26, I believe.
And 20, Everett Rigby was on the defense.
Stops the clock with
though.
1:27.
Where were they? They're inside.
Rivera goes
27.
right after taking the snap. Got a hole.
Keep him in bounds.
Stays
Nice.
in bounds. Pick up about 8.
Right side. That's some good, solid blocking up front. Gain of about 8.
I was like, what's that? Somebody's backing up.
A minute remaining in the game here.
No huddle.
Goes left, got a first down. He's in the clear, and then he's tackled at about the
There you go.
23-yard line. So a first down pickup by the Raider offense. Stops the clock momentarily with 46 seconds remaining.
46 seconds left on the clock.
Raiders quickly out of their huddle. Clock now moving under 40 seconds. It's a reverse to number 1. He's got running room on that right side.
Nice.
Dragged down. Looks
Nice
after
tackle.
a first down.
First down.
Good tackle, though.
They lose first down at about the 10-yard line. Actually, 12
So
yards.
now what? Now, you know, they complained about celebrating before. I don't know. Not so sure about this.
34, Sheeby on the tackle. First and 10 from about the 12. Coming to the left is Rivera. He's got running room, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown with 3 seconds remaining. So this one will go down in the record books as a much closer score than
All right.
the game actually was. It turns out that the Varsity won
22.
the first half for GNH 42-0, and the Red Raiders JVs won the second half.
So far, 22. They didn't change the score yet, right?
So they're going to go for 2 here.
Jeez, everybody's leaving.
And a timeout is called.
You
Oh,
gotta
good
be
Lord.
kidding me. Really? You're calling a timeout now.
22-42 is what the score is going into the extra point.
I can't. Yeah, we can't believe it, Tyler. Like, really? You gotta be kidding me.
So we wait a
That's
little
all right.
bit longer for the conclusion of this game. The only question remains is what will be the actual final score. It'll either be 42-22 or 42-24.
That's it. All right.
And mercifully, they take a knee.
Now you're taking it. All right. All right, that's it, Mike. Let's go down. We can do your recap, but
Well,
So
we'll get the
22.
kickoff just to see what happens. But we're gonna,
Oh.
yes, we're going to go down onto the field.
they
for
didn't
some
let time.
post-game
Why didn't time go
interviews.
off?
Because it was an extra point. There's no time elapses.
No time. Oh, yes.
So there will be a kickoff here with 3 seconds
us.
remaining.
Okay, no 2 points.
But the second half showing by the Torrington JV has to
Yeah.
give them some hope for the future. They actually looked pretty good on offense and defense.
Yeah.
Angelica, you're leading.
Yeah, don't worry, Taylor. I know. All right. Well, we'll have no problem getting out. Or the whole crowd left.
Crowd moving towards the exits here. I guess they don't anticipate any drama here on this final kickoff.
15 is.
15,
Yeah.
Uloa, the kicker. Looks like he's lining up maybe
for the
an onside kick.
again, right? I guess a practice. It's always good practice.
No, he's going to kick it on a pooch. It's
Yeah,
fielded
just
at
wrong.
about the 12 by
No.
DeVita, and he will take a knee going backwards at about the 25 to end the game. And once again, here at Torrington High, the Robert Frost Sports Complex, our final score, GNH 42, the Torrington Raiders 22. It was a tale of two halves. GNH dominated the first half. 42-0 was our halftime score. And none of the JVs played the second half, and the Red Raiders JVs outscored GNH by 22, giving us a final score of 42-22. GNH will raise their record to 5-2, and the Raiders will fall to 1-6. But on behalf of our crew here, our cameraman and spotter Tim Wheeler, my color analyst Billy Richmond, this is Mike Kurtz signing off from Torrington High. But we'll also go down onto the field for some post-game interviews. Thanks for tuning in and have a good night.